things, friends. One is clearly understanding this is the goal. Second is clear desire and conviction in us that that goal I must reach. Third, it can't be reached without doing the due respective sadhanas. Therefore, I must do the sadhana. While doing sadhana, anything other than sadhana, especially the contradictory, I should not do. These four, when we are very clear in our life, we are really growing and progressing. So, from this side also, stop doing all contradictory, start doing the sadhanas, intensify your desire to reach the goal, and be clear that this is the goal for these reasons. So, Atma Prapti is the Lakshya. And I must experience that Atma Prapti and get moksha. For that, I have to do all internal, external sadhanas. Thus, the whole life I dedicate only for that, nothing other than it. These four put together are called the essence of all Shastras in one way. Where do we stand in it? It always starts with the first one only. Did we study sufficiently Shastras and understood and accepted that Paramatma can and should alone be the goal for various reasons. One reason is what? He alone is absolute reality. Second is what? In him alone, what we expect, the infinite bliss and liberation are there. Third is what? Whatever the other things which we seek in our ignorant stage, first of all, they are not real. Second, they are all illusory projections. Third, through them, whatever the sukha, happiness comes, is from the reality only. With the clarity of all these informations and knowledges, you have to ascertain that Paramatma Prapti can and should alone be the goal. Therefore, my goal. Therefore, I must do sadhana only to reach that goal. Therefore, everything other than that sadhana, I have to give up. This is how we have to keep on becoming clearer and subtler in our understandings. For that only, every day we are giving this chance of studying our Shastras. Now imagine, अबे शास्त्र को सुनना पढ़ना छोड़ ही दिए मानो. How quickly we get lost in our upadhi identity, our attachments to things and the beings, and whole worldly life quickly occupies us and overpowers us and pulls us into total worldliness. You understand? Now you know how gurus are blessing you and I, especially by giving us every day not only the chance of listening to the Shastra, but also the desire and making it convenient to listen to them. है ना? शास्त्र तो सबके लिए है, तो दोनों को लोगों को पता भी है. Some of them want to know, want to study, but it is inconvenient to them for various reasons of the domestic things, etc. Some by their own choice, they leave it and go for any of the bhoga or alternatives. That's different. But you and I, not only given outside, but also from inside, that love the liking for the classes so that we regularly attend Bhagwan ki kripa hai, leela hai. And he alone, when you hold on to his feet, Guru's feet with Shraddha, will give clarity more and more. The more the thing becomes clear, more the conviction becomes stronger. Conviction it becomes stronger. Commitment for the path and goal will become more strong. With the commitment, then all our planning, execution is only for this one. And till that starts, we can't claim we are sadhakas. And becoming sadhaka is not again the goal. The goal is to reach the sadhya. Till the sadhya is achieved, the sadhaka in me should keep on doing the sadhana. And all of that continuously fueled to us only by one thing, the Nirantara Shastra Adhenam Mananam Chintanam. That is, see Adi Shankara's many writings. We saw in the Kaupina Panchakam, Vedanta Vakyeshu Sadhanavantaha, highest text of him. And the beginning text of him is Sadhana Panchakam. In that also, Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam. He starts with that only. In many of his books, you can see that starting Shastra, studying continuously. Gita maybe, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te. We must be very clear about this. What we are doing is not out of sentiments or emotions, but it is the grace of God for our own evolution. There's no other way. Shastra authority, Guru authority gives more conviction to us than our own minds thinking or somebody talking without Shastras. Clear? बिकॉज शास्त्र का पर्पस ही वो है, नहीं तो भगवान क्यों रखेंगे उसको, है ना. शास्त्र के रूप में भगवान वेदा सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहु. वेदः वेदविद अव्यंगः वेदांगः वेदवित् कविः, all of that it is me only, he says. So good, we are in the study of the Shastras. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Yoga Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. सर्वेषां तेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योगवेदान्तदर्शन अवगाहन साधन द्वारा अस्मिन् क्षणे एव आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभित्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निष्ठितानां दिग्विजयार्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य पारायणं व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. आदौ योगदर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणं प्रार्थना. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः. ओम समस्त गुरुभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो नमः. समस्त गुरुभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो नमः. समस्त गुरुभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम अथ श्री महर्षि पतंजलि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः. ओम शौच संतोष तपः स्वाध्याय ईश्वर प्रणिधानानि नियमाः वितर्क बाधने प्रतिपक्ष भावनम वितर्काः हिंसादयः कृत कारित अनुमोदिता लोभ क्रोध मोहपूर्वकाः मृदु मध्य अधिमात्राः दुःख अज्ञान अनंतफलाः इति प्रतिपक्ष भावनम. How important this sutra, then only Sutrakara gave and Bhashyakara has fully thoroughly spent sufficient time to give the Bhashya, the Vyasa Bhagavan. What is the topic under discussion? The Yama Niyamadi Ashtanga Yoga should be done as Mahavrata. This is a statement of fact expected from us by the Gurus for our own evolution. But at the initial days of our life, can we do these sadhanas fully like Mahavartam? है ना, जाति देश काल समय अनवच्छिन्नता से? No. Why? Lot of vitarkas will come because of habits, because of the situations demanding, etc. But if we succumb to the habits or situations, then our theoretical understanding about sadhya sadhana remains only as theory. Never we can do sadhana, nor we can reach goal. Therefore, whenever those vitarkas are coming to disturb us, see the kindness of the Guru, how cutely he is guiding us. Please develop the Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Isn't it? This is the only way. No, this is what no. What is Shamaha? Adi Shankara Bhagwan. And a Virajya Vishaya Vratat Dosha Drushtya Muhur Muhu Swalakshe Niyatavastha Manasaha Shama Uchyate. The control of the mind is putting the mind in the self, which is the goal. Before that, Virajya Vishaya Vratat. Pulling the mind with viraga from the objects of the world. How? How can you do pull the mind from the objects through vairagya? Dosha drushtya. What I said there, dosha drushti is called as pratipaksha bhavana here. Okay. In this sutras, Bhashyakara gave the example of the dog and vomit, and that way he told us to develop pratipaksha bhavana. तो सूत्रकार हैज नॉट लेफ्ट फॉर भाष्यकार कि तुम लिख लो बाबा क्या है दो वितर्कास क्या है प्रतिपक्ष भावना. सूत्रकार से मैं खुद ही लिखता हूं, है ना. Like some things which can be done by subordinate servants, we allow them to do, but some very crucial things we don't give them. हम ही अपने पास रखते हैं, हम ही करते हैं. तो यहाँ सूत्रकार says, I will only explain what are the vitarkas and how the pratipaksha bhavana has to be done. So for this, two sutras are given means how consciously, respectfully we have to study, understand and use them. Isn't it? So one is desire to do the yoga sadhana. Second is attempt to do sadhana. Third, success. Success comes when the attempt is without failure. What fails the attempt is these vitarkas. Therefore, they continuously have to be eliminated through the pratipaksha bhavana. No, I tell you, this is not only in the time of yoga sadhana, which is your whole life, we have to do that only. Every moment in life, all the time, the goal, the means, the effort to follow the means to reach goal, and any vitarkas coming through the pratipaksha bhavana, rejecting them, this is how the whole life should be occupied with. And everywhere. When you maintain the health, professionally you have to grow, maintain your friendship with others. The goal is maintain friendship. The means is love and serve. And the vitarkas are what? That person may not respond, or your own mind has some other distractions. So immediately bring the pratipaksha bhavana and remove the vitarko and do what is to be done to maintain the friendship. Like that. Everywhere throughout the day, we have to have the pratipaksha bhavana to all the negative things and eliminate them, like the daughter-in-law. She is expected to love the mother-in-law. That is a goal. But vitarkas come in the heart, but she's very cruel, she's very angry and all. Then immediately the pratipaksha bhavana, no, it's her nature. I must understand. I'm here after all there to live a whole life. Therefore, let me learn the art of negotiating and continuing my respect love for her. So when she sees me that way matured, she will also change her attitude. Whether she changes or not, I could manage her. And in this way, when I become grown or old and look back, there will be great satisfaction to me for my maturity at that age that I did not react to her and gave up my goal of loving her. Isn't it? बाद में मजा आता है कि नहीं? Like बाद में हमको मजा आएगा यार. In spite of all difficulties, troubles, we have attended all our classes, we studied our all shastras. Of each shastra, clarity we came to us. Through all that, the final clarity about the goal and means we have achieved. How much celebrating it would be for us in future when we look back and see that for hundreds of days we continuously attended our shastras relentlessly. So many problems, doubts, questions, alternatives, everything came. But yet we stuck. How beautiful, na? In the same way, she can feel that. An example I am telling of the world may be how to negotiate with our own inner vitarkas and maintain our outer duties. है ना? साधना करने को मन नहीं होता, नींद आ जाती है. उसको फिर प्रतिपक्ष भावना लाना है. Then the thought of vitarka has to be rejected. I will go on sleeping like that. I get habituated to sleep. Once I get habituated to sleep, I start justifying it. I become slave to it. In the bargain, I can never throughout life get up and do my meditations, etc. So this is how the vitarka bhavana से प्रतिपक्ष भावना से वितर्कों को भगाना. Everything, a wrong food in front of your table, but tasty. So you have to do pratipakša bhavana. It's a sugar, it gives diabetes, it unnecessarily harms my crucial parts of the body. तो वही इस प्रतिपक्ष भावना, वो वितर्क जो है, शुगर को नहीं खाना है लेकिन खाना चाहता हूँ, उसको हमें हराना है. Everywhere this is the whole life. When one gets stuck to it, भाई इस सबके में क्या है ना, honesty of the life is the basis. When we are not honest in our life, honesty and purity, in that honesty and purity, there is a wisdom, there is a maturity, that my life is for this purpose, for the world, and my life has got this purpose for myself. In these things, when there is clarity, then all what we are speaking becomes practical and meaningful and useful. So here, avoiding all those worldly discussion, straight away for a yoga sadhaka who wants to do yoga sadhana, the cares precautions are told, because the topic in this yoga darshanam is developed for the yoga sadhana systematically. या पक्का सिस्टम फॉलो हो रहा है और इमेजिन किया जा रहा है कि somebody now is ready for doing the ashtanga yoga because you want to have the chitta shuddhi, then viveka khyati ityadi. Ashuddhi kshaya jnana dipti viveka khyati he wants. So for him specifically regarding yoga sadhanas only, the vitarkas are explained, and for him what to do is pratipaksha bhavanam. Okay. In the 34th sutra, vitarkaha himsadayaha kruta karita anumodita lobha krodha moha mrudu madhya adimatraha dukkha ajnana anantafalaha iti pratipaksha bhavanam. Half of it, rather 70% of it, we have studied through Bhashya yesterday. The remaining 30% we see today. So what are the vitarkas? Himsa adi. All the 10 sadhanaओं का opposite. Okay, in Yama Niyama. So to आसन का वितर्क क्या है? Restlessness all the time at the body level. This already came in the initial sutras. Vikshepa sahabhuvaha. है ना? दुःख दौर्मनस्य अंगमेजयत्व श्वास प्रश्वासाः विक्षेप सहभुवः ते अंतरायाः. In the discussion of the antarayas, the inability to sit stably for sufficient time and getting restless, therefore moving the legs or getting up and going away from sadhana, that's called the vitarka of the third asana named yoga's limb, yamaneva asana. So to the vitarka of the pranayama, vitarka of the pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, सब के लिए वितर्क होते रहते हैं. हर जगह we have to bring the प्रतिपक्ष भावना. The training is given in these two things. You get trained and apply everywhere. The principles remain the same. So vitarkas are himsadi. First point. Second is there are three ways of doing them, which you should not do. Kruta, karita, anumodita. And they're caused by these three things: lobha, krodha, moha. Okay. And this lobha, krodha, moha also are mrudu, madhya, adimatra. So because of this mrudu, madhya, adimatra type of krodha, lobha, moha, which are the cause for the karnam, karitatvam and anumodanam of the himsadi vitarkas, total permutation combination, there are a million ways the vitarkas trouble. Now see the subtlety of the thought here. Why we are not doing sadhana of yama niyama? Because out of millions or thousands of possibilities of vitarkas, every time one or the other is working. That is why we are not consistent in sadhana. For you and I who have studied Shastra, for those who not even studied Shastra, they have the vitarka stopping them from coming to the class only. आप देखो कितने सारे वितर्क और कुतर्क, उसको सही प्रतिपक्ष भावना से we have to हराना है. Okay, now these beautiful things yesterday we touched upon. In 2 minutes we study and go further. Ki the three things that are told, and it is said that those three things come to us also. Now we are taking only one first thing called as himsa for the example. You have to apply it to the second one was anrutam ityadi. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These are the 5 yamas. Out of them, the ahimsa is taken for discussion and explained. Remaining things the Shruti Mata will not tell, because you do the homework for understanding the remaining things, because all of them are of same line. So how the first thing we do when we do the himsa is the what the word technical used here, हम उसी को बोलेंगे. First is what? तावत् प्रथम वध्यस्य वीर्यमाक्षिपति. The first thing is viryamakshipati. You tie down that goat or anything to the pole and we destroy or we subdue or we control its virya. First point. उसके बाद क्या कहते हैं? शस्त्रादि निपातेन दुःखयति. Create so much dukkha to that jiva by hitting it with a shastradi arms or ammunition or the weapon. So third one, tatha jivitadapi mochayati. Then such a lovely he was living that jiva in that body, you just separate them. अब जीव को नया शरीर मिलने तक वो भटकता रहेगा बेचारा. Now, in these 3 ways, the himsa happens. So too you apply to everything. Now, what is to be understood by us is the next important point. What is it? Ki tataha virya akshepad asya chetana chetanam upakaranam kshinakiriyam bhavati. So when I am doing the virya akshepa of the other beings, हिंसा कर रहा हूं ना, उसमें दूसरों का वीर्य का क्षेपण मैं कर रहा हूं. दैट रिजल्ट्स इन माय लाइफ व्हाट? चेतन अचेतनम उपकरणम. My the chetana upakaranam called as manabuddhi indriyas, the achetana upakaranams, the outer things of the world which are required for my life to sustain as well as sadhana, क्षीण वीर्यम भवति. तो मैं उनका वीर्य का क्षेपण आक्षेपण किया तो मेरा वीर्य भी चला जाएगा. These are all Pratipaksha Bhavanas. And it's a fact, it happens. So you want yourself to become Kshina Virya? No, then don't do the Kshinata of the Virya of that Pashu. Second one, Dukkha Utpadatu. When you are creating Dukkha to the Jantu or anybody by hitting it with Shastra, it results for me in my life what? Ki dukkha utpadat naraka tiryak pretadishu dukkham anubhavati. I also will be sent to naraka. Tiryak means pashuyoni and pretadi, and there I go and have dukkham anubhavati. प्रेत का दुख क्या होता है? You have seen Dundukari. Thank God he is hungry and thirsty. Nobody can listen to his pain, दुखा. So much nobody can give anything. प्रेत का भयंकर दुख होता है. And Tiryak ka dukha, you know, somebody else will kill you. Like this animal you have killed. So to Naraka ka to Varnan diya hai. So Naraka, Tiryak, Pretadi, Loka will be sent and we'll also get dukha when we have done the dukha to that being by Shastra Praharanam. So by the binding of it, our virya goes away of the internal and external upadhis. By giving himsa to them, we also will be given dukha in different lokas. उसको दुखा देके दुख देकर हमको भी दुख मिलता है. Okay, दुख उत्पादात नरक तिर्यक प्रेतादिषु दुःखम अनुभवति. तो third one, जीवित व्यपरोपणातु. And when you have removed that jiva from that body by killing, उसका जीवन से आपने उसको अलग किया. प्रतिक्षणम च जीवितात्यये वर्तमानः मरणम इच्छन्नपि दुःख विपाकस्य नियत विपाक वेदनीयत्वात् कथंचिदेव उच्छ्वसिति. बाप रे, कितना लंबा सेंटेंस बता रहे कि when I kill someone, the result of that on me, like when I give you the dukkha, I get dukkha in all places. When I am doing the virya hani, means the capacity, my capacities also go off the faculties, inner chetana and achetana. Chetana means sharira, indriya, mana, buddhi, adi, upadhis. Achetana means the outer instruments, including even other being. Everybody becomes virya hina. When I do the dukkha to them by hitting, dukkha comes to me in pretatiriyang naraka. When I am doing jivana hani to them by killing, result of that is what? कहते हैं कि जीवित व्यपरोपणात प्रतिक्षणम च, every moment, जीविता अत्यये, as the time is spent in the life, वर्तमानः मरणमिच्छन्नपि. So much dukkha he will get every moment. That Maranam means he is living the death only. Because of that, he desires to die. Ichannapi dukkha vipakasya niyata vipaka vedaniyatvat. Because he has done so much of himsa, he will also have to have that suffering as a result of it. Therefore, till the moment of the death, every moment he is living the death only to such an extent that even if he wants to die, he will not be allowed to die because you killed someone. You know, that glani inside always will not allow you even to eat the food, will not allow you to sleep, etc. जन्म जन्म तक वो याद आता रहता है if we kill someone. So, dukkha vipakasya niyata vipaka vedaniyatvat katanchideva uchvasiti is only living life like a death only because of that type of position he will be put into. है ना, कोई कोई लोग होते हैं ना आईसीयू में रहते हैं, मरना चाहते हो नहीं मर सकते. Some other cases, some physical diseases they come, they want to die, they can't. In some other places, there's extreme poverty, they want to die, they can't. In other places, the relatives, friends, everyone gave up. Such a loneliness, you want to die, he can't. बिकॉज ही हैज डन किलिंग ऑफ समवन, इसका ही रिजल्ट ये है, ऐसा मानना है. ओके, यदि च कथंचित पुण्यावापगता हिंसा भवेत तत्र, है ना, इफ समहाउ इन बिटवीन दैट हिंसा ही हैज डन द पुण्य, उसका रिजल्ट आना चाहिए ना, दैट सुख प्राप्ति होती है डेफिनेटली, बट भवेत अल्पायु इति, in a very alpa ayu he will go through that sukha and he will die only. If at all he has done some punya also, उसका भी फल मिलना चाहिए. Finish हो जाएगा पुण्य का फल सुखा, then he will again get the another body where for these himsas which he has done he will have to go through the dukkha. These all are the things that happen in the world, which you see the whole world how they are suffering, and our own life sufferings. If you see, we can trace the cause to these things. Thinking all of that is Pratipaksha Bhavanam. Therefore, no permission given or no succumbing to the Vitarkas, not allowing the Vitarkas to overpower us. We will do only the yoga sadhanas of ahimsa ityadi. So, evam anrutadishu api yojyam yatha sambhavam. In this way, the second one, instead of satyam, do the vitarka is anrutam. So, instead of steyam, the vitarka is steyam. To all of them also, keep on using the same explanations and logics, and thus all this put together is called Pratipaksha Bhavana, that is to be used for removing the vitarkas, the opposite of the 10 yama niyama sadhanas. Evam vitarkanam cha अमुम एव अनुगतम विपाकम अनिष्टम भावयन न वितर्केषु मनः प्रणिदधीता. In this way, for all the sadhanas, when the vitarka thoughts come, finding the faults and problems with them, through the pratipaksha bhavana, the mana should be never allowed to enter into vitarka. Mana should always be involved in doing the sadhana. अब देखो, so far what we studied in all our shastras, I tell you, all of that one type of सिद्धांत which was very very essential. मुझे तो लगता है ये वाला जो दो सूत्रों में the need of प्रतिपक्ष भावना developing so that the vitarkas are removed, thus our decided sadhanas will be done unobstructed, मुझे तो ये immediately जरूरत वाला लगता है. मुझे तो मेरे लिए लगता है, perhaps even for others also. Otherwise, all our studies, our everything becomes ineffective, unuseful. Why? Because more than doing what we are supposed to do, we are doing the vitarkas more, which is neutralizing all that. It's like the first stomach upset हुआ, उसको ठीक करने के लिए दवाई ली, और उसके अगले दिन ही भी ऐसे तेल वेल चीज खाए कि पूरा फिर से बिगड़ गया. है ना? अभी अभी सारी बोल के आए सॉरी, immediately again you started fighting with ego. What is the use of all those positive sadhanas when with vitarka every time we are neutralizing them? Therefore, निरंतर प्रतिपक्ष भावना maintain करते हुए, not allowing any vitarka to overpower, we should do the due sadhanas. I to believe this is very essential now. So with this sutram is done. Now from next onwards, after the negative aspect is told, now the positive will be told. What was the negative aspect? If you allow the vitarkas, you will never be able to do the sadhana. Therefore, develop the pratipaksha bhavana and remove the vitarka, continue to do sadhana. Now, the positive thing is what? With full commitment and as it was said in the earlier, Sarabhoma Mahavratam, without allowing the overpowering of vitarkas, when ahimsa adi 10 yama niyamas are practiced, with the result, as a result of each of the thing properly practiced, great siddhis are announced here. Wonderful it is. Very inspiring, very interesting. So when we get pratishtita in the ahimsa sadhana for the whole life, the first of the yama, how will be the result of it? Tatsannidho vaira tyaga ityadi. Every one of them will told. It will be told. So every day 2 or 3, we will see in 2 days or 3 days of these 10 sadhanas. What is the phala? It will be told. We'll study and get inspired. सो नहीं करने से क्या नुकसान बताने से आधा ही इंस्पिरेशन होता है, करने से क्या फायदा बोलने से और आधा इंस्पिरेशन आता है. एंड ऑल द siddhis of the yoga that are mentioned here is only to tell us that it is all good if you do sadhana, but siddhis are not goal. Goal is chitta shuddhi, उसके बाद our ज्ञान प्रसादनम, then विवेक ख्याति परमात्मा प्राप्ति है ना. हमको तो चित्त शुद्धि, ज्ञान दीप्ति, विवेक ख्याति, आत्म प्राप्ति, these are our goals. But these results will come when we do this sadhana, only tells us that we are on the path. So for the sake of ensuring that we are on the path, you can observe the happening of these results when every of these sadhanas are done sarabhuma mahavratam, without allowing the vitarka to disturb. Tomorrow we'll see that. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Okay.